Hey, what's going on, humans? Hopefully you're having a good day. I know I am. And so for right now, we'll be doing something kind of different. It's still a review, but it'll be a different type of review. So we're going to be looking at the SH Figure Arts upgrades, capes, cloaks, coats, neck pegs, and a whole bunch of other upgraded stuff that I bought for certain characters. So let's jump into it. So starting off, we're going to do neck pegs. So I ordered like 20 neck pegs, I think, 20, 25, and I put them on a bunch of figures, you know, more of the recent ones. Kamen Geo here is a prime example of one of them. So I bought him on, and I don't know, I really wish I had a second version to kind of show you guys like the difference between the neck pegs. So basically what you do is you pop this off, and then this is the SHF Upgrade peg. And get that to focus, maybe. There we go. So yeah, that's a SHF Upgrade neck peg. They're slightly longer, and it also gives the character's head more room to look around. And so Geo, and Gates, some of these riders have collars on them. So what it did, it would hinder their articulation, but now with the extended neck peg, it adds height and it makes it a whole lot better. Yeah, so I put them on a bunch of figures, like some of the 01 figures, Drive and Kamen and stuff. A lot of more of the recent-ish figures. Also, for Geo specifically, and for other characters of Geo, I bought a sticker, well, a ride watch template that comes with a bunch of stickers on them. So I've already cut them out, placed them on Geo. Well, they're not really stickers that you can just peel apart and then just place them on. These ones I kind of just, it's just one giant sticker, but they're not separated, which that's on me, but it's okay. So what I do is I just cut them, peel the back piece off, and then stick them on. I put them on Geo on his belt, and his ride watch has one as well, so you can see. And actually, just to show off, here's Gates with Gem armor. So you can see like the difference in like the belts. So this is Gates with his ride watch with his sticker on it. I didn't put it on I didn't finish on them, so you know. But you can see the difference in between like the actual driver. Like 2018's lit up here. This will be 2016's just painted regularly, but it actually has a brighter color, the sticker does. So it looks like it's lit up. Same thing with like the eyes on them, which I like that pretty much. And also gave him an extended neck peg. So, yeah, he's got better range of motion now. Yep. This is Gates. Alright, so now then, let's go on to another one of the SHF Upgrade things. And items that I've acquired. Let's go on to capes. Featuring Kamen Rider Gaim Kiwami Arms. Yeah, so this is our dear friend Gaim in Kiwami Arms. So I got him decked out in his new cape, which is still the same design, and this cape is knocking people over. Dang, he knocked over Hirobi. That's okay. But yeah, so here's the cape that he comes with. That SHF made, he doesn't come with it. Way better than the plastic cape. It was just a solid red piece that looked good for photos if he was just standing still, just like, you know, and striking a pose. But now you can get like a nice wind effect with them, and it is wire, so you can get any type of movement that you can out of it. It's got the beautiful golden design for his armor, which I think looks pretty nice. Yeah, so you just put it on just like you would the other cape, because you just take this back piece off, and then there's two holes that you just line up, press them together, clench it on his back, and that's how you get it. And so Gaim Kiwami looks great. And also now want to take more photos of him with this newly designed, this more accurate cape, because he looks great with it on. Yeah. But since we knocked him over, we'll just go do him next. So for Kamen Rider Hirobi here, he has a finisher, which is the Sting Dystopia. If I can get him to stand up in the background. Okay. So the Sting Dystopia, which is, I love that finisher of Hirobi, that he gets like his little scorpion tail, and it just forms around his body. You can perform like a nice rider kick, and it's actually pretty cool. So what it is, let me show you. So you have a little piece. Here's the end piece. It plugs on. You just take the hand off, and then you just put it around the peg, and then you put whatever hand or fist that you want, and it holds in place. And then it's all like on this big metal wire, which you can pose it in any way you want to. So I had it formed around his body. Give you a good idea. And here's the scorpion tail. Looks pretty good. So then, if I wanted to, Hirobi could get like a nice, good kick out of it. So if he were just to do a standing kick as his finisher, then maybe sting somebody in the process, he can do it. Yeah, but this is a really, really, really cool piece. I'm actually impressed with what they did with this, and I like the separate beads on them. It's actually pretty nice. That's a nice touch. And I think Hirobi just looks, all in all, just a very more of a badass finisher for an upgrade. I appreciate this very much. Yeah. Alright, so that was Hirobi. Another thing, someone else, let's make sure those feet are planted firmly on ground. So for someone else, speaking of like a coat, here we have SH Figure Arts Evolt Phase 4. And now in this form, he does acquire a coat skirt, kind of similar to what Kamen Rider Wizard or Kronos had. And then his is perfect. So what you do is you can pose this up in any way you want. You can have it flare out, and also doesn't hinder the movement. The old one moved with the figure, but it was on a softer rubber, but it was still molded in like a it was still molded in a soft plastic, but it was still it still hold form. And I also gave him an extended neck peg as well, so you can get more range of movement out of him. So here's the back of it. And so what it is I'm gonna see if I can do this off camera. Well, actually no, I'll do it on camera just to show you guys. So how you put it on is you're gonna have to take off the torso. And so it has like each piece is spread out. It has like 3 flaps with like holes in them. So I just put the middle one down, and then I put the left one on. Then, well, put on the left one and the right one. I don't know if there's a specific the right way to do it. It's just if you get it on, you got it on, and get it around this ball joint, and it will stay on. Like, it's not going anywhere. So yeah, so that's what I did. I'm not sure if that was, I don't think there's a right or wrong way to do it. I mean, if there is, I don't mind being corrected on that, and I will make that change myself. Let's plug that in. Yeah. But it makes it a whole lot better, especially for Evolt, because now I do get those nice wind effects for his coat. Or skirt, whatever you want to call it. I just call it a coat. I just think of it like a like a nice trench coat, or as part as a trench coat. All right. So there we got him. Oh, almost dropped some lights. That would have been expensive. So let me get him out of the way. And now moving on to someone else. This is Lord Draken. This is the Hasbro Post exclusive Lord Draken Evolution 3. And I gave him a custom cape. So this cape obviously didn't come from SHF Upgrade. I bought this off a seller on eBay. His name is GPsLot or GPsLot. I'm not sure. I'll post a link in the description. He makes a bunch of 112. He basically has almost everything. If you think about it, he's got like capes, cloaks, clothing. I know some people in the toy community have already probably know who I'm talking about. Yeah, but he makes like a bunch of nice stuff, bunch of wired capes. So I just got a black cape for well, actually no, I had this months ago, like shortly after the figure came out, because it was a cool looking cape that Draken came with, but it was plastic. It didn't move, so I like wired capes. This works for him. So what I did was, I don't know if I could probably show it on the camera. If you can see right here, let's just take it out. So what it is what I did was I took the top piece of the cape and then I pinched it at the very top, and then I squeezed it through the hole on the back of his armor, because the old cape would have 3 pegs for the back. And so you use that and then you press it into the actual armor. Like bend the wire into the armor, and then it's not going anywhere. And I've never had issue with it, so I'm just showing you. I've never had any issue with it. It's never fallen off on me. Here, I did the same thing right here. You can see. I'm trying to get that light in there. And so yeah, it's wired. It's a beautiful piece. Beautiful piece. So yeah, wanted to show that off. And now Draken Evolution 3 got him looking right. And then, last but not least, we're going to do this one because this was actually one of the favorite kind of things I've done. So this was also made by the same seller on eBay, GPsLot. He made a, so, if you don't know, this is the In Space Red Ranger. And let me just put this down. Yeah, so if you haven't watched In Space, what he did was this Red Ranger, when we first saw him, he was cloaked up, like in a cloak similar like this, but it was in a dark red color. And, he had a hood on him, so anytime that he would go travel or he had to do some recon work throughout In Space, or when he came back for Lost Galaxy and Forever Red, it'd have this cape. Well, he would have like this hood and like a cloak and a cover, and it would cover him up. And it's a pretty nice piece that I thought, and I was finished watching In Space, and I thought, man, I gotta get him something like that. So then I got to thinking, I'm thinking, well, maybe GPsLot made one in like a red color or something that could fit him, and it fits perfectly. So yeah, so what you do is you just take the head off, because these two, they're pinned together, and then you just slide it over the body, over the neck, and then you can put his head on there, or you can put the civilian head. I don't have it near me at the moment. Yeah, but this really adds effect to Andros, because he did do a lot of recon, even when sometimes when he would have to figure out stuff about his sister, he was always wearing like the cape and cloak, which I appreciate this very much. And of course there's wires for the actual hood, so if you wanted to cover up the face just a little bit, you can do it. Or if you wanted to do like some other wind effect, can These are actually on a wire too, so these kind of help. Almost like a Batman thing. So yeah. But other than that, that'll do it for this one. This was just something different, something fun and neat to go over as far as like the upgrades and capes and stuff. So yeah, if you can go on SHF Upgrade and get you some of these items, that would be nice. I recommend them. They're pretty cool. They make a big difference and add to the effects of these guys. Also, GPsLot on eBay. He makes a bunch of stuff that really helps improve looks on your figures. So I recommend them. But that'll be it for this one. Hopefully you humans liked the video. Hopefully it helped you out. And y'all take it easy. Have fun out there. Be safe.